Sorry, I'm gonna have this one muted. I'm gonna be listening to stuff during, even though some of it's on Twitch, but you know, just to be safe. So, bye. Hey, sorry about that. No, I was muted. I'm listening to other podcasts while I'm doing it. But yeah. Hey, the Spartan. I think my next one that I'll be actually doing is a Michigan State Spartan helmet for my dad. So pretty appropriate. If you're still here. If you're not, I understand. Yeah, this is the first rug tufting I've ever done, so this is a whole new thing for me. I started doing it because I broke my arm a couple months ago and can't work, so to the point now where I needed a hobby. So this is it. So far pretty good. It's a lot of line work that, I'm not used to. And just keeping everything running is kind of difficult at first, and I kind of knew that going in, as far as like keeping the gun from jamming and all that beautiful stuff. But so I'm, and everyone kind of says you learn really quick how to thread everything back together because it comes apart so often. But yeah, so far no complaints. Although I haven't started shaving or anything like that, so we'll see. Also, I'm missing a lot of lines, so I'm going to have to go back and do a lot of filling. But yeah, I mean, I watched a ton of videos. I mean, I've always been a big researcher as far as, I got to look everything up. And so I watched I was on vacation, kind of vacation, a couple weeks ago, and found some videos. And I've been looking for years for a hobby. And I don't know, this one clicked. I found it very satisfying, but the first thing I thought was, that's something I can do. I can get better at that. I can build a frame without, I'm not a woodworker by any, like my grandpa's a master carpenter. I could barely put some 90 degrees angles together. Card tricks and stuff. I never really thought of that. Yeah, I guess the reason I haven't is because I never thought about it. Is that something you're into? Boy, I think I just gotta keep my gun clean as I go. I have a buddy who I think tried to do. He was like Mr. Hobby. Like I always like had a hard hard time finding a hobby and not trying anything. And this guy, he tried every hobby and like had a hard time picking one. He ended up disc golf and winemaking were the ones that he stuck with, surprisingly. So, but I had always, I always thought it was going to be 3D printing was going to be my hobby. So I had all these projects I was going to do. Like my brothers just got really into F1 a couple years ago. I am too, but they got me into it. So I was going to make both of them. One's a Lewis fan, one's a Max fan. So I was going to make them each. I don't even know what I'm going to do for those. Maybe numbers, although that gets complicated with F1 because you can change numbers if you win the championship. But I'm rambling. So the plan is, God, stop jamming, jerk. Plan is actually a Spartan helmet rug. Holy cow, this really goddamn. Spartan helmet. It is so expensive, and this actually, like, it's not a cheap hobby to start out, because like there's some entry costs, but honestly most of it was stuff that I have at work, because I'm in the carpet industry anyway, so really I just needed the gun and the yarn. And I always thought I would do something like as far as creating content, so like, I have a crappy webcam, and I have a crappy mic somewhere else and a crappy light, but so that stuff is all pretty rudimentary, yeah, pretty quickly put together. Rudimentary, I don't even know if that's a word. Guess it doesn't really matter. The timing is what really took me the most practice. Just how hard to push up and like when to push up. Do you do tufting? Thank you, by the way. Is this something you've done before, or is this like why are you here? If you don't mind me asking. Not that I don't appreciate it, obviously. I really should turn the gun off when I'm not on the trigger. Hey, that's all right. I'm lonely too, so. Although the last couple weeks I was in a house with like 12 people, where it was like their family vacation. Like my brother, his wife, and then actually my mom, but it was his wife's family. So I kind of got my social battery filled from the rest of the while. But hey, I appreciate you being here. I'll be honest, this is kind of strange because I'm not used to being watched. But if I didn't want to be watched, I wouldn't have a camera going, so. Oh, well, hey, I'm here to talk. I was actually, basketball is a big part of my life. I played a little bit, but I ref basketball for a church league in the winter, and lost my balance during like a big change of possession, and fell backward and braced my arm like you're not supposed to. They call it like a skateboarding injury. But yeah, so put my arm down and kind of did a nice little compound fracture on my radius bone. So the last couple months I've been working on getting the mobility and strength back, and varying degrees to that. But today it's like feeling normal again. We're getting there. So yeah, just this is kind of the hobby in my at least the last month of my recovery, just to kind of give me something to do while I can actually be active. I can actually use my hand again, so it's nice to actually get a little bit dexterous again. No, absolutely not. I'm not. I'm still going to physical therapy twice a week. In fact, yesterday I kind of built this in the morning and then went to physical therapy and then started tufting last night just to the practice lines and all that. And then I'm actually going to hang out with my buddy who this is for. So if he's really bored on Twitch, then he'll get spoiled. He just graduated college, not his master's, but some equivalent, not equivalent, honest. But anyway, he just graduated from college, so I was going to make him a Sum 41 rug, which was the band he's always liked. So that's his gift. So the Spartan, are you Michigan State Spartan? Like, where does that name come from? Actually, we're just gonna go watch a movie. Like, we're both pretty chill and just kind of hang out. And this is actually, I want this to be done by his graduation party, which is in May. So I kind of went gung-ho to get it done right now, and then, maybe as I'm working on other things, I can finish his up. So his will be like the first one finished. If you don't want to say about your name, that's fine too. I just, I see the Spartan, that perks my eye up. I'm in Michigan, so Spartans are pretty common to see around here. Ooh, these lines are bad. It's going to be a very thick spot. Oh, nice. Oh boy. What country? That. I never even thought of that as a possibility. Well, let's see. What country do I want to visit? I want to visit every country, legitimately. I'm going to guess. You know what? I've been thinking a lot about Bosnia lately. I just thought about a co-worker that I worked with who was from Bosnia and Herzegovina. So that's going to be my guess. Bosnia and Herzegovina, sorry about the pronunciation. Because it's easier, I'll say Bosnia. Oh yeah, it is a cool word. Don't want to visit. Oh no. So in watching F1, to answer your question, I don't know. Like, I truly think every country has something redeemable. I think regimes don't, whatever. I'm not a political person, but I guess with that clue, it's hard for me to not instantly think Middle East because I've been conditioned that way. But I was going to say about F1. I like to learn about that part of the country a lot now. So I'm stalling because I'm trying to think. No. Country I wouldn't want to visit. Oh, so much to see in India. I assume. I've been to a few countries, but yeah, I'd love to see India. I know people say, oh, I want to go for Indian food. That's not a good reason to visit a country alone. But I'd love to. I'm a big other kind of cultures person. Yeah, and learning about F1 countries, you learn about. I like to learn about the the cities that the tracks are in, and who the tracks are named for, and I learned about what Azerbaijan was known for in antiquity, which I kind of learned what that meant. But yeah, no, I'm sure that there are. Wow, that was bad. Oh, that was a bad one. Oof. I wish this thing didn't clog so bad. Sure. No, I get that. I spent a little bit of time in Romania and a few other Eastern Bloc countries, and it was really nice to see. I'm in the U.S. It's stupid how rich this country is, but we can't change where we were born. But yeah, anyway. No, my buddy, he. I feel weird. My first rug being a Sum 41 one. I like them well enough, but I would have never chosen my first art project to be a Canadian rock band from the early 2000s. But hey, such is life. Truly. It's all about him. And it's funny, he's gotten me gifts in the past too. So I'm a Michigan State fan, and they're green and white. And he got me a signature from, I don't know if you know who Ed Begley Jr. is. He's like a big environmentalist. And he signed this picture, his name, Go Green. And my buddy got me that for my birthday. Obviously, it's environmental Go Green, but it's just kind of funny that Ed Begley Jr. says Go Green to me. So that's kind of our thing. We get each other funny little gifts, And oh boy, sorry. Yeah, we've been good friends for a long time. I actually didn't like him when we first met, which, granted, he was 15. I was 16. No, I think I was 15 and he was 14. But anyway, yeah, we have a strange. We always say that we kind of share a brain, because there have been times where we legitimately had the same thought at the same time. It's kind of creepy. But he's my boy. But yeah, we're just gonna go watch a movie tonight. Probably, or I think just at his place. And then so we're going in May for his graduation party. We have a mutual friend who owns. That's a good line. He owns a winery near where we live, so he's throwing him a party out there. It's like a fruit. Oh, I don't know what movie yet. He made that my choice, and I am terrible at choosing things. So I assume he's big on having movies. He'll download, or he'll go to iTunes or whatever Roku store he has. It feels like a lot of times people don't like their best friends when they first start out, it seems. But anyway, so he probably has a ton of movies that he hasn't seen yet that he'll just let me choose from. I'm hoping that's the case, because if I have to come in with a movie ready. I am so not ready. Okay. All right. So what do you normally watch on Twitch? When random people in Michigan are tufting some 41 roads. Okay. I haven't. He was actually throwing that out there. I haven't even seen the third one yet, which is ridiculous because I love Boban Marjanovic, and he's in it. He's the really tallest actor in the library. And I always said I was going to watch it purely for him, and I never did. But yeah, I loved the first one. I don't remember the second one a lot. I watched it in theaters, but I do remember I had to pee during it. So I know I missed a very vital point, like towards the end. But maybe in my next month of in my next month of not doing anything, I should get caught up on that and then go watch that. Oh boy, lost that line halfway through. That's fine. Whew. I feel like it's kind of interesting what that movie has done for Keanu. He was such a joke for a long time. I mean, really, after Bill and Ted. I mean, really a joke. So I do carpet and upholstery cleaning, so I use my arms quite a bit. So I'm pretty dexterous with both of my hands, which actually kind of helped when because I'm right-handed and I broke my right wrist, so I had to kind of teach myself to be a little bit more left-handed. But so yeah, I use my hands a lot during work, but also I'm kind of a big guy. I try to live my life avoiding exercise because I have a physical job, but in fact I lost a bunch of weight a few years ago and tried to do it pretty much purely through diet because I can't stand exercise. So, but physical work kind of trained my body. Oh, that's so cringy. Yeah, I've read quite a bit about it. I obviously don't know everything, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of people didn't take him seriously, and that's tough to not be taken seriously, especially when you're at the top of your craft. I mean, he's Hollywood actor, so no one gives a crap. One pull out. No. They make money, so they're not allowed to be sad, But anyway, no, I get that. Tell you one thing I didn't expect about this. Thank you. I didn't expect this to smell so much like oil. Like I oiled the lateral bearings, and I guess I just didn't expect it to smell so bad. It's not that bad, but. I guess it's just good to be vigilant on this. Yeah, thankfully I did all that over the sink. And this is all the back of it. I don't know if you've seen tufting before. I think you said you did. This is all the back of it, so really the front is what we want to keep clean. And this is just dark green and black, so I'm not too worried about it. But I do have some cleaners that I could use, and at my shop I have like a little. Wow, I'm really out of practice if I don't even know. But like a portable extracting machine, like spot cleaner. So if push does come to shove, I can use that. This is just my tests. Oh my. So if I just come back and need to, I have a lint baller on the way that'll hopefully help this, but anyway. Oh no. Oh, the black box, sorry. That one, that's just your standard Wings Air Jordan Low logo. I think that's the SE. Yeah, so they're the teal Jordan 1 lows that came out last year. Or earlier this year? No. What's the date? April. So yeah, last year that came out. And that one's just your standard Jordan box. This is a Peak. I like shoes way too much. Way too much. Oh! A lot of black things in there. Yeah, like I said, I like shoes too much. That was kind of my previous hobby, was just collecting stuff. And one of those was shoes. But that kind of, like me and my brothers, everything that I do is basically starting with me and my brothers like this, so we do this. But, yeah, I have a lot of shoes. And so when I grew up, so I have huge feet, like size 17. That's better. Size 17. So when I was a kid, I couldn't find shoes a lot of times, and I grew up, pretty, like shoes weren't always around. So in my head, true. In my head, if I see a pair of shoes that fit me, I have to buy it because like it's so rare. Well, then eBay came around, and I realized there's a lot of people with big shoes, a lot of people selling these shoes. So I just started buying every shoe I could find that was my size. Well, They got expensive, so I actually have a bunch of shoes that I'm going to try to sell. I was going to try to do it this winter, but it just didn't happen. So, yeah, way too many shoes. So the next steps, I'm going to kind of go through and just trim a bunch of these and just pull a bunch of these random threads out. And then I got this tub of glue. I'm going to stretch over this, and then that's kind of it for today. And then tomorrow I'll come back and I'll cut it all out. And then, yeah, you start, gluing this edge back onto the backing, and then comes the shaving, which is probably going to take the most amount of time. It's actually called carving, but I haven't even opened the shaver yet. But yeah, you take a shaver and you literally go over the entire rug and make it level, and you start carving out these lines to make them separated. I'm not exactly sure if there's like a 3D edge around this as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. So, but yeah, I want to get it all tufted and then get the glue on so that I can sit overnight, and then tomorrow I can start on the finishing stuff. Yeah, I'm good with my hands, but I don't ever do anything with my hands, so this is just kind of something to give me something to do. And I'm a big, like I said before, I'm a big oddly satisfying kind of guy. So like, shaving a rug seems like a vacation for me at times. It's hard to see. I don't know. They say not to go different ways, but surely I know better. True. I was looking for something to keep me busy. Oh boy. There's a tip. Don't go too close to the edge. Yeah. I probably should just put this one. Yeah. I need to get a different light that isn't so exposed. That's kind of why I don't have it there. It makes it so difficult. But I'm going to change everything up, and that light behind me is not doing enough. So, yeah, you're right. Whew. Yeah. So, this is literally my first day streaming, so I have a lot to learn, and like I said, I'm actually probably I'm kind of glad I'm almost done for the day. Like, getting a little fatigued, but I've been working it reasonably hard at physical therapy, so a lot of actually what they do is just kind of let you know let you know your limits. So definitely, once the glue's on, I'm probably done for the day. I'm already getting sweaty anyway. Time's like 1:01. Weather here's been pretty good. Well, it was super nice over the weekend, like in the 80s actually. Then it snowed for 2 days. Now it's back up to like 45, 50 Fahrenheit, that is, not Celsius. Celsius or centigrade. But yeah, it's been pretty reasonably nice out here. I was just in Florida and we had a lot of sun and then a lot of rain. So it was a nice vacation, but got sick of rain. Man, some of these lines are bad. I guess that's why this is my first time doing it. Yeah, I haven't even really looked at the front. Yeah, so Celsius, what's the 32? Cut it in half. Yeah, I'm bad at it. I'm very fair-skinned, so I put on a ton of sunscreen in Florida. And I had to keep my incision clean and out of the sun. Ooh, we got a pulled out string in the front. I don't know how to alleviate that. Where's my dark mode? So I think next time, it's messy. Oh well. I think next time after I'm done gluing, I'll move the desk. Wow. Do I have to do green? Excuse me. It's so messy right in here. I think I'm going to have to do green to fill that in. Alright, we're going to fill in some black and then I'm going to fill in some green. I just have to move a couple cords. Here, I'm going to do a few black fill-ins first, unless, actually I can just move the camera. It's just your standard webcam. So here's what it looks like from the back. This is what it looks like from the front. That's the area of the 4 that I'm kind of messing around with right now. Right here. It's a little messy. Anyway, so you can see all the lint that's down there and all my random tools that I haven't put away yet. So yeah, I gotta fill in a few up in here. I'm just gonna spend like the next half hour or so just filling in all these. Yeah, actually, like from the front, I was pretty surprised how decent it looks. Like it looks pretty bare in spots. It's hard to see with the camera, but like I said, this is my first. It's going to be a little weird. It's going to go in my buddy's basement office. Not too worried. It's not like it's a commission piece or anything. Or I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming in and watching my work. Like I said, I didn't know that this is something I wanted to do until very recently, so I really appreciate you coming along. So would you... Yeah, he will. He knows. He'll appreciate it. Stop moving my duck bill. Oh boy. Man. So the funny part, when you said hello Dave isn't even my name. It's mostly just an inside joke with me and a bunch of high school friends. Where Dave was always, oh shoot. Man, can't wait to get my baller. Yesterday I ordered a yarn baller where it just makes them a little bit easier to, like it spools it for them so they come out easier. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. My name is Joel. Really everyone calls me Igor. It's just been my nickname for like my entire life. And yeah, Dave was just kind of a thing. Like we ended up after high school, we had my parents had a landscaping company when I was growing up, and when they stopped doing that, we had an office that me and my friends kind of took over as a hangout spot, and we called it Project Dave because Dave was the inside joke name. And I always liked that name, so I just wanted that to be the name of the channel. But yeah, my name's Joel. Everyone calls me Igor. It's a long, long story about that. I hated it when I grew up. Yeah, I'll be Dave for everyone else. That's fine. And I kind of thought of Project Dave as like a multi-person thing. Like if someone else wanted to come on here, they could also do Project Dave. Kind of Project Dave is the studio type of deal. If that makes any sense at all. Man, I can't wait to get my yarn baller. Of course, when I'm done with the tufting, I'm going to get a tool that'll help me tuft easier. mean, as good as one can be at whistling. I mean, I can't do that type of thing, but I can whistle. Well, so a funny thing, at work, I'm using loud machinery a lot of the time. So when I worked with a guy, we couldn't always hear the other one coming around the corner. So if you're walking behind someone, you always whistle. Otherwise, you're cleaning carpet. You're into it. You're focused on it. So you don't always hear someone walking behind you. So yeah, we started whistling to do that. So I guess in a roundabout way, I actually do whistle at work quite a bit. All right, I'm going to switch to green. So that's how much I used of this spool. These spools, I should say, because it uses 2. Everyone, and I mean everyone, says to use 2. Skeins, however that's pronounced. I didn't realize. There you go. Green. Okay. Okay. It's funny, I've never bought yarn in my life. Ooh. Nope. Thought my Amazon driver was here with my yarn baller. I'll do that once I'm done tufting and doing the glue, because that's going to take a while. I'll do one of these. Should tell my physical therapist I'm doing this. Sure, she'd actually be okay with it, because I'm using my using my hand quite a bit. Can't wait to shave it tomorrow. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah. 5 minutes, 5 seconds, that's good enough. Tomorrow I have physical therapy in the morning, and then I'll probably just kind of spend the rest of my day shaving. So now all I'm doing is just filling in a few areas that might be a little sparse. So, what kind of sports you into, if any? What are you into? If you don't mind me asking. I'd love to. I'm all about expanding what I watch. Or like, what do you normally watch on Twitch? What do you normally watch on Twitch? There you go. That's a good question. Come on. Nice. So I'm not at all, have not been into that my entire life, but I didn't get a chance to watch any of it, but I downloaded some anime. We were playing. I ended up just listening to podcasts the whole time. But so I downloaded some Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, some kind of the big hitters, no pun intended. A bunch of the, So actually, my basketball podcast that I listened to did like a best anime to get into for basketball fans. So that kind of sparked it a little bit. So I downloaded a few that I thought I would really enjoy. So yeah, that's something that I have not historically been into, but I kind of have taken the steps to watch a few of those. Okay, well, I have the time. So, Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll have to check that out. I think I can just sit here and just fill in little holes until the cows come home. I'm going to have to take a look. Nope. Sorry. Cool. Hang on, I'll get you in here in a second. And it's kind of like a bunch of the edges. Like here, they're supposed to be a little bit like that. Ooh, right there. Okay. This is good because then I can see light through it. Then I'm like, ooh, I got to do that spot, Cool. Yeah, once my setup's a little bit more permanent, and I clean up a little bit, then I'll, why was that so sparse in here? I'll get it lit better and better camera angle. Thank you. Yeah, it's turning out kind of how I wanted it to, and that isn't always the case with some of the stuff I do. How did I put the remote so far over here? Alright. A little bit more green. Ooh. Yeah. I do have a brush right here. And the front, I'm not at all worried about the extra yarn because that's all going to get shaved away. This, I just don't want to pull out. I'm not sure how much you're supposed to pull out because you got to pull out these loose strands, but sometimes I can pull out like the loops themselves. So I kind of want to be careful with how much I do. So I think I'm pretty much this entire area has to be redone. True. Very true. That's the focus right now. Right. Well, eventually, I think I'm going to trim these off with my duck-billed shears. It's going to take a lot of time anyway, so I might as well take a lot of time doing it. You know, this isn't something that you're supposed to half-ass, so we'll see. We'll see how crazy I get how crazy I get with my finishing. Whew. No, my arm is definitely getting fatigued though. And I need like a shelf. No, that's why you have to glue. You have to glue this all, but everything that's sticking out, it's kind of like stapled into the fabric. So like, if something's sticking out this way, it's bad. Like it's not supposed to do that. As you can see, like here, see those loops will never have to be cut. It's like that type of stuff where it's all bunched up, and so yep. All right, 4 on. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm so new to this, I didn't even know what that sound was. Seriously, thank you. You're literally the first. You're the first everything. So, all right. See you tomorrow. I'll be doing it no matter what. So hey, check out the VOD. Yep. Go to class. I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for stopping in. Seriously, it means so much to me. More than I thought it would, actually. Hey, I had a viewer a lot sooner than I thought I would. Pretty cool. Should I do more black there? I think I'm okay. Bye-bye. Um, Alright, I'm gonna start gluing, I guess. I guess that's where I'm at. Somehow, that's where we are in the process. Ah! Ah! Ow! I gotta clean in here. I think that's what the next, once I glue this, the next few hours are going to be just cleaning up in here. It's getting a little, ow, gross. I guess I can just use my spat. Mm. Ow. Ooh. Oh, sorry, I caught earlier. I did break my arm. What is that? Ooh. I'm not using enough glue. Oh. No. Oh, ooh, my arm is sore. Okay, we're all glued up. Actually, I want to do one little spot. Excuse me. Oh, Okay. I'd say that's good enough for now, especially for the first rug. Be back tomorrow. Setup will probably be different tomorrow. But yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye.